I'm Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the CURT Gooseneck Ball Mount inside of our 2025 GMC Sierra 2500. So let's take a closer look at it. Now it is important you just make sure that this is going to be the right one for you. You can actually use our fit guide to help you make that right choice, because this is going to be one of the gooseneck ball mounts that are going to work with your OEM prep package. The way you can actually check if you have that is if you have these 5 holes in the center of your bed, then you have it. Now if you don't, then you'll have to go with an in-bed option, which that fit guide will help you find the right one to fit your needs. Now if you have any experience with this, please let us know how you're using it, either in a comment or review right below. So the way this ball mount is going to work is you have a little tab at the very top of it that will flip up, and then you can remove it. It's pretty easy. That's something I do like about it. Fairly simple. Now there are going to be 2 variations of this. One's going to be the one that's rated for 30,000 pounds. There'll be another one that's rated for 38,000 pounds. Other than that, they're going to be exactly the same style of safety chain loops, and it's going to be the same ball size, which is going to be 2 5/16, which is a pretty standard size. Something I do recommend though is just finding out what your truck is rated for and then going from the lowest rated component. Because if you're hauling something rated for 38,000 pounds, but your truck's only rated for 30,000 pounds, you could damage something. You're going to have some safety chain loops, which is important because they are required when you are hauling a trailer. The way these ones are going to work is you have these pins. One will hold this other pin into place. Turn this, you can take it out. Now I will say, some of them have mixed tolerances I've had experience with on this truck. Sometimes I'll have a little bit more resistance with this, other times I won't. So that is something to definitely consider. I'll put this back on. And when it comes to other types of hooks that'll actually grab onto here, you do have this clevis hook. Now this is a smaller one, and this one does have a little bit of fight to get on there. It doesn't want to latch completely. You probably could if you just took your time with it a little bit more. But I'd actually recommend just going up a size if you are going to go with the safety chain loops. You are going to get a cover for that center hole. So if I take off this ball, re-put this one, it's going to have the CURT logo on it. Fits on there pretty snugly and protects that hole for any type of debris. You're also going to get a case. This case is going to be pretty handy, so when you do need to use your truck for truck things and that ball is just in the way, you can put it in here along with those safety chain loops. If I was going to compare it to other types of gooseneck ball mounts, the 2 that come to mind would be, one is going to be the BMW ball mount. The reason why I like that one is it's going to come with a handle. With this one, you notice I'm touching this ball a lot. If you're hauling a decent amount, you probably don't want to mess with all that grease on here. So that is something to consider, because that BMW is going to have that handle to make that process less messy. Now, if you have a short bed truck like we're using today, I'd recommend checking out the Gen Y, because that one's going to have an offset to it, which is really important when you're trying to make turns and you're a little bit worried about making contact with the cab of your truck. Then that's definitely a must, or I'd recommend going with instead of something like this. But if you have a longer bed truck and you're hauling on more of a casual basis, I think this one's going to do you just fine. But that was just a look at the CURT Gooseneck Ball Mount inside of our 2025 GMC Sierra 2500. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.